This is the Range Breakout Trading Robot. It's designed to trade session breakouts as well as opening range breakouts. In this video, we're going to run through how to use it, how it works, and what each of the settings do. So just quickly before we get started, you can download this for free on the MetaTrader store. Links in the description. It's only going to be free for a limited time, so make sure you download it. You could also join my free Telegram group. That link's in the description also. That's where you could find the set file that we talk about at the end of this video. Now, I'm sure many of you might already know, but for a quick explainer of what a range breakout robot is, essentially the robot will draw a box around price action using the start and end time in your settings. While the box is forming, the robot will be constantly updating and getting the highest high in that range and the lowest low in that range. Then once time passes the end time, you get the complete price range. Then places a buy stop at the high and a sell stop at the low. So with this range breakout robot, you could trade two very popular strategies: the Asian session breakout or an opening range breakout. I'm not going to go too in depth in them now, but I'll leave some links in the description if you want to know more. But essentially both these strategies involve drawing a range around price and you buying on the breakout and then selling on the breakdown. So now you know what it is, now on to how to use it. So once you've downloaded the robot from the MetaTrader store, just click and drag the robot onto your chart. Here you'll see all the settings. To make this as versatile as possible, I added in loads of different options in the settings that you could play around with them, tweak them yourself, come up with different unique combinations. So let's run through the settings and I'll explain how everything works. So the settings are split up into different sections. You've got the first section, the range settings. This section's pretty basic. You just control the color of the range. And then you've also got the start and end time that you need to set. Next is risk management. Here you could control whether you risk a fixed lot size or a percentage of your account balance. Next we have order settings. Here you can change the magic number. Now it's important to have a different magic number for each instance of this robot that you're trading. So if you've got two instances of this robot running on your account, it's important to have a different magic number for each robot. Allow both directions. This one's pretty self-explanatory. If you've got this set to false, as soon as one buy stop or sell stop gets triggered, the other one immediately gets deleted. Otherwise, if you've got this set to true, it will allow both directions. Next, we've got close trades at a certain hour and close orders at a certain hour. This is pretty straightforward as well. The robot will automatically close trades at a given hour or cancel orders at a given hour. If you want to turn these off, set to 0. So the final section is the entry settings. Now this section starts off with the risk options. Now there are two risk options that you could use: the session or pips. Now if you chose your risk option as pips, you get to set your stop loss just below in pips there. That just works as normal. If you set your risk option to session, you can set your stop loss on a percentage based on the session. So what that basically means is that you could set your stop loss at 100%. That would mean that your stop loss would be on the other side of the range. Or you could say you set it at 50, which would be like halfway in the range, 50% of the range. Next we have the take profit section. Now there is actually an option to have a partial TP. By default it's set to 0 for off, but you could set that to anything you like in pips, as well as the partial TP close, and that's in a percentage. So by default that's 50%, it will close half of your position. But you can change that to anything you like as well. Then finally we've got the final TP. Again, you could set that to 0 for it to turn it off, otherwise it's in pips. Finally, we've got an option to activate a trailing stop loss. So you could turn this either on or off, then you get to set the trigger distance. So this is how far price needs to move from your entry price for the trailing stop loss to get triggered. Then you could set the trailing distance. That is how far, once triggered, the trailing stop loss will trail behind current open price. Now if you're wondering with all these settings where to even get started, I've gone ahead and taken the liberty for you. I've created a set file that you can download from my free Telegram, links in the description. So this set file is an Asian session breakout strategy. It's for GBP USD. It's 9 years back tested from 2015 to the beginning of 2024. And you can see it's got a profit factor of 1.2. And yeah, that's going to be it for this video. If you've got any questions, be sure to leave a comment below. Also be sure to like and subscribe, it really helps out my channel. Otherwise, thank you very much and thank you for watching.